Counting double-digit thousands.
If you have still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Also make sure you hit that bell icon to get notified each time I upload a new video. So let's get into the video.
It has been a while back since I did the Samsung Galaxy Tab 8.0 review, and that video got a really great response from you guys. So, in this video, let's have a relook at the device. Hey, what's up guys, I'm Naren and let's jump into the video. So guys, in this video I'm going to be discussing about whether the device is worth buying at this particular moment, and I was not satisfied with my old review, so this is going to be like a full review. So let's begin. So guys, starting off with the battery. The battery is found here as a massive 5000 milliamp hour one. It usually gets me through a day or two, on sometimes even three. In my casual usage and moderate usage. So my usage includes some hours of video playback and some hours of gaming and some hours of surfing to the internet and social media. So moving on, let's talk about the build and design. So guys, without before we jump into the build, let's have a physical overview. So guys, on front we can see a front-facing camera, earpiece, an 8-inch HD display, navigation keys, and on the back there's a camera, speaker, sadly no flash, followed by a Samsung branding. On the right-hand side we can see a power button and volume rockers. And on the bottom we see a microphone, a SIM slot and a micro SD card slot is found on the left. There is a micro USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack on top. Now let's talk about the belt and display. The belt found here is a plastic one, but the device is comfortable in hands. Even though it's a plastic one, I really like it, considering that most of the tablets at this price range provide a plastic one. The device weighs 360 grams and is 8.99 millimeters thick. We see an 8-inch HD display with a resolution of 1280 to 800 pixels, which roughly gives 189 pixels per inch. It is a TFT one, but I feel it is good. Now let's come to the processor. The processor found here is the Exynos 3475 coupled with Mali T720 GPU. It is a quad-core processor that is 4 Cortex A7 cores clocked at 1.3 GHz. It is built of 28 nanometer FinFET process. When we compare it with another competitor at this price range, the Lenovo Yoga 3, which has a Snapdragon 210 processor, I feel that this device is good in terms of performance. This processor is also found on the J1, On 5, and many and some other Samsung devices, etc. So guys, it is not able to handle very heavy games, but casual games ran fine. This one comes with a 16 gigabyte of internal storage with 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. Out of the 16 gigabytes, you get around 11.4 gigabytes of storage, and you can expand it with a mic to 256 GB SD card, up to 256 GB. And note that guys, the SIM slot is not a hybrid one. You have dedicated slots for the SIM card and the micro SD card. Talking about the SIM slot, it supports only single SIM, which is, and also supports 4G, 4G, but not VoLTE. Talking about the software, this runs on the Android 5.1.1 Lollipop with Samsung's Touch Wiz UI on top of it. The UI is smooth and you hardly notice any lags in the UI. But battery saving tweaks on the Touch Wiz. Uh, helped me in my usage, but most of the time you may not be using it due to the massive 5000 milliamp hour battery. Now let's talk about the cameras. There's a 5 megapixel camera on the back and a 2 megapixel camera onto the front. Sadly, there's no flash both on front and the rear. The camera samples came out to be great. Here are some of the camera samples taken with the Samsung Galaxy Tab 8.0. As you all saw from the camera samples below, the camera is can be rated above average. The rear camera can also shoot 720p video. In my opinion, we usually does not. In my opinion, it's not to have a really great camera because it's only for media consumption. Media consumption. Talking about media consumption, the speakers are not the great, but they are not too bad. The audio via the 3.5 headphone jack is loud, clear, and I had no issues whatsoever. Now I wanted to mention that Samsung has skipped all this. In fact, many of the sensors, all the sensors in this particular device. Even the proximity sensor is not found. Samsung can rebrand their budget device segment, the sensor free segment, which would make sense. Now let's come to price. It costs 250 Singaporean dollars, which is around 12,000 Indian rupees. At this price, if you do not care about sensors, need a big display, and you also don't play heavy games, and you do not use GeoSIM, then this device will be a good choice. I'll leave direct links for buying this one in the description section below. Note that guys, this is not available in India and you have to import it. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Naren and hope to see you in my next video. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.